It's been 1 year since the Panthers Track Club began training young athletes for what founder Judith Robinson calls a chance to regularly compete in international meets. The club is now prepping for their first international meet, and Robinson says this exposure is necessary for the athletes' development.
My athletes, this is the first time our sports club are competing in an international meet, and what I always say to all of them, don't look at who is participating with you. We are going for your personal best. And from this, what we look at in our club as a development meet for our athletes as we continue on into this year and finishing off this track season and into next year.
Robinson said they will be taking 8 athletes along with 2 officials to the Fritz Grant Invitational in Nassau, Bahamas, and is expecting the under-17 group to compete with some of the top athletes.
As far as athletes that we're looking at, we know our under-17 Teray Smith, who have been one of our inspiring athletes here in the Turks and Caicos. He was also selected for the Carifta this year. We are looking at him to improve on his 100 meters and the 200 meters. And he's entering into an event that he haven't entered into internationally, which is the high jump. And we're looking for great things from him there in his category. We also have young Brendan. He also is an inspiring athlete, even though young, but we're still taking him for an experience and for exposure to international meets.
Robinson added that they will be taking a few junior athletes along with some Carifta veterans.
The 2 primary school athletes we have is Ewing and Capron from INT Pratt, and both of them have shown very talented techniques and performance at the primary school level. So out of our track club, we decided to take them for the exposure also. Our more senior athletes, we have Mr. Kareem Kelly. Most of us always see him in meets here in the Turks and Caicos and abroad with the Carifta team. We have Rashano Cox and Mr. Anthony Pratt, who also all 3 have been a part of the Carifta team over the last 2 years. I am very grateful that apart from the track club where we can be invited to invitational, I'm grateful that these athletes coming out of our track club can also compete on an international level for the Turks and Caicos.
For WIV4 Sports, I'm Judy Harvey.